All right, we're going to talk about fruits and some pears now. You want a sticker there? All right, well, exports of Korean fruits are expanding around the globe, and according to recent data, the figure surpassed $233 million last year. That's a 50% jump from 2008, and among many Korean fruits exported, pears make up the majority.
Yeah, and they're huge, and they're quite different from the pears that you can see overseas. They're bigger in size. They're rounder, right, with golden brown skin and the white dense flesh on the inside once you get into it. So usually with the skin, you're not supposed to be eating the skin along with it, just like an apple. But in fact, you're supposed to get a knife, which I wish I had.
We were gonna do it, but I guess you don't have the knife.
Why don't we just get the knife over here? You have it over there, right? So we're gonna have our assistant director come in with a knife.
Because it's really interesting how we cut the pear. It's totally different from the way people in the West do it. So
okay, we normally have the way to do it. We first just cut out the little top there. And then basically you want to get under that skin and then go straight down like this, right? So, I mean, the better you are and the better you get at this, and the thinner the skin, obviously, right? You want to save the core for people to eat.
Also, if you're really good, you can do it in one go, as in like...
You just jinxed me right there. I was just about to do it.
You're supposed to do it in one long
We'll
string.
leave Young to finish that pear. And today we're going to take a look at what kind of effort Korea is making to further promote its unique pears in the global market. Take a look.
Korea has over 20,000 pear orchards nationwide. Generally, the pears are harvested in September and October. And since they have dense flesh, they can be stored for up to 3 months. This is a pear storehouse in Ansong, one of Korea's 5 major pear production areas. There are about 30 species of pears. European pears have softer flesh and generally taste and smell sweeter. Asian pears that are cultivated here in Korea are called shingo pears. They're about twice the size of a man's fist and have golden brown skin with white dense flesh. Notably, shingo pears are juicy, sweet, and crunchy. On average, they have a Brix value or sweetness level of 11, equivalent to that of an orange. Pears harvested this year have a Brix value of 13.
Because of our natural environment, Korean pears taste delicious. We have 4 distinct seasons, and when the pears are in their developing stages, there's adequate rainfall, while during the season of harvest, there's a big difference in daily highs and lows with a lot of sunlight, so the pears get sweeter.
So what do foreigners think of these Korean pears? We held a sampling event at Seoul's multinational hotspot, Itaewon.
I have this pear, this kind of pear in Malaysia, my country. But here, this one tastes very sweet, and the size is very big. I don't have this kind of size in Malaysia, so it tastes very good. Yeah.
I don't think this exists. We have to import it. Hawaii makes something similar. Sure. This would be a great market in America for export.
Korean pears are gaining more popularity overseas with their distinctive taste. Exports started on a smaller scale in the 1990s, and now that has spread across the world. Currently, 31 places, including the US, Taiwan, and Hong Kong, import Korean pears. Just last year, Korea exported over 20,000 tons, raking profits worth nearly $55 million.
The quality of pears vary depending on the production area, so they are sorted mechanically. We have a universal standard for shape, color, and sweetness to ensure we export the same quality products everywhere across the world. This also gives farmers the opportunity to sell their pears for the prices they deserve, not only in the local but also international market.
But with this growing popularity, in the US, some vendors started illegally selling Chinese pears as Korean. These incidents highlighted the need for a unified brand and led to the creation of the label K-Pear.
10% of what's produced here in Korea is exported. Pears are produced globally. But Korean pears have high quality, so we've seen cases in which people would pawn off other pears as Korean. This is why we've launched a unified brand, K-Pear, and we're promoting it overseas.
It's not only that, as more countries seek out Korean pears, they're even customized to meet the demands of consumers in different regions. Southeast Asians prefer larger pears, while the US and European countries, smaller ones about the size of a fist, are more popular. In other countries, pears are mostly enjoyed right off the tree, but in Korea, they are used for cooking as well. Pears are especially rich in antioxidants, and during the change of seasons, some eat pears steamed or roasted with honey.
Eating pears in their natural state is good, but I would also recommend steaming or roasting them with honey or consuming the pear extracts. One of the characteristics they have is that when they are heated, the amount of flavonoid and polyphenol increase, so it's better to eat without peeling the skin. Also, pears have an enzyme that tenderizes meat, so it's good to eat them together.
Korean pears are packed with nutritional benefits and can even be used for cooking as well. Last month, they hit the shelves in Mexico for the first time. Hopes are this will lead to the opening of other markets in Central and South America.